Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a updated highlight contour routine and how I like to do it. So hopefully my way of doing this gives you a little bit of inspiration, or maybe just a different way to try highlighting and contouring and stuff like that. Yeah, if you want to see how I highlight and contour on the daily, then just keep watching. So, per usual, like everybody else uses in their daily highlight contour routine, I am going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape as the concealer portion. So as you guys can see, I pretty much already have like a full face. I like to get my full face done and then I'll do like the highlighting, contouring last. Some people do it before they do their eyeshadow look, but I'm kind of like stuck in my little routine of doing the whole face and then going in. So I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in the color Tan Sand, and what I like to do is start coming in the nose. So I always like to bring that concealer in a little bit. This also helps kind of slim up my nose, help guide me for my nose contour. There's also some days where I really don't want to do a nose contour, but even just doing this little bit right here will kind of give me like that slim effect. So I do that, and I just bring the rest out like this. I also like to go around my nose, like just a little bit. My smile lines a little, so like right here, each side, in here. So these are the places that I personally like to start off highlighting. After I blend this in, I will go in and go down the center of my nose. I'm going to be going in with my ᴑᴜᴜ Beauty Blender, and I'm going to start blending this out. If you're not a big fan of the Tarte Shape Tape, I would recommend LA Girl Pro Concealer. They have a really good range, especially like for women of color. I'd recommend that. That's also like way cheaper, but the consistency is really, really good. I also like Kat Von D's Locate Concealer Cream Concealer. I really, really like those as well. But I just feel like Tarte, like, ugh, I do love Tarte. I can't even lie to y'all. Okay, so now that we have a pretty good blend, I'm going to go back in with the Tarte Shape Tape. Put it on the center like that. And blend that out. Now, anytime you are working with concealers, you are going to want to set that concealer in place. So setting is essential and baking is not. I would say you don't have to bake, but you want to set your products, especially creams and concealers and stuff like that, because that will help eliminate like any type of like severe creasing throughout the day. So if you guys have been watching me, you guys know I love the RCMA No Color powder. I've been using this for years. So I'm taking that same beauty blender, the BH Cosmetic Beauty Blender, and I am just setting this concealer. I'm not going to bake under my eyes because I don't really feel like I have to bake every day, especially since the Tarte Shape Tape is like light. I'm fine with the color. I don't feel like I need to be like super duper bright under the eye. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set. And I get my RCMA No Color powder from CameraReadyCosmetics.com, and I believe it's like $12 for 3 ounces, which is like really, 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 really good. Okay, so we we have everything set. See, I look a little bit brighter under the eye, going down center of the nose. And now we're going to take the Morphe 39A palette, Dare to Create palette. And this is what it looks like on the inside. So I am just going to point out the colors I like to use. So for contour, I like to use this. And then I also like to use this shade and this shade right here for my bronzing. So BH Cosmetics did send me this brush. It's from the Rose Gold kit, brush number 4. I really like this brush. Like, I like the density. It blends very well. I don't really know the name of the brush, but I like to use this. So I'm taking that first shade that I showed you. What I'm doing is kind of starting like from my ear, going kind of almost like in a smile motion. Then I also bring it up here too, like in my temple area. So I kind of like press it into my skin and blend out. Like press it, blend, press it, blend. And I just feel like this is like a really, really pretty color. If you are of a deeper skin tone, there's darker browns in this palette, which is why I really, really appreciate and adore this palette. Since the spring and the summer is approaching, this is like my go-to look. This is just something simple, easy, fast that I can do, and I like that bronziness. So that's why I like to go in with like this shade right here and this shade right here. So I'm gonna go in with that terracotta color, and I'm gonna start blending that on top of that brown shade that I just used. Just a little bit. These shadows really are, or this palette really is very pigmented. Really like glow, like not glowy, but it's like really like brown and bronzy, and that's just what I like. Now for this, I do like to blend this in, so I don't really like pressing it into the skin, so I kind of go in like a swirly motion, just to kind of fuse those two colors together. So this is what it looks like from the front and from the side. And the next color I like to go in with, or like kind of like a blushy type color, this shade right here. It's like a peachy color. Also, what I like to do is I like to go back in with that first contour shade that I used. So I like to mix this shade and this shade and go against my jawline. I'm gonna use this Dose of Colors brush that came with the Blushing Berries palette. And I'm gonna use like the smaller end, this little tip part right here. Going with the same contour shade, I'm using this to do my nose contour. You could go darker if you want. I don't want to go too dark because I'm just kind of going for like that, more of like a neutral, but you can definitely see like the lines. I also like to go in with like a richer brown, like a darker brown. This kind of helps give you like that button nose look. I just kind of, you guys can probably see like right here. Now I'm going to take a little bit more of that RCMA translucent powder, and I just like pinch the blender. And I use that and go down the center of my nose. Like, now I will bake when it comes to like my nose contour. I will go ahead and bake. So do that, and then I also go down the sides, each side. So I'm gonna let this do its magic, and while it's doing that, I'm gonna get my Laura Mercier translucent powder in medium deep. I like to use this to carve out the highlight right here. I feel like the RCMA is a little bit too light, so I like going in with this, just going right in between where I contoured. Honestly, a lot of times I really don't bake right there. I just kind of like carve it out and immediately blend it away. I also take a little bit and kind of set my forehead as well. Now I know there's a brand called, I want to say it's called like Sasha Buttercup. You can get it like off Amazon. I know that they have deeper shades, and I don't think it's as much as the Laura Mercier. I've never tried it, but I see like a lot of good reviews. So if you don't really want to spend as much on the Laura Mercier, I would say try Sasha Buttercup. Also, Ben Nye is really good as well. They have like deeper skin tones too for women of color, and it is cheaper than the Laura Mercier as well. So I just let my nose contour like sit and kind of set for, I don't know, just a couple of minutes, not super duper long. While I am waiting for that, I will go in and do a little bit of highlighting, like illuminating highlighting. I think I'm gonna go in with, since I am going for like that really bronzy look, I'm gonna go in with the Ofra Everglow highlighter. It's the Ofra and Nikki Tutorials collaboration. So I'm going to take my Morphe 501 brush. Looks like this. It's kind of like a super large tapering blending brush. I'm going to take that, my Too Faced Hangover Spray, spritz it like 2 good times. You don't want to oversaturate the brush because then it'll give that highlight like more of a streaky. So I like to do that, and then I kind of just like press on my hand and get like any extra. I'm gonna just mix, honestly, I just go ahead and mix all 3 shades. And I'll spray the brush one more time. I'm kind of the same when it comes to like my illuminating highlighter. Like I like to build it up. I like my highlighter to be seen a little bit from the front as well. So I'm going to go in with this OG Real Techniques brush. It's like a mini little blending brush. And spray that one good time. What I like to do, I like to go in with this brush more for like detail. And I'm taking the lighter shades in that palette, and I'm just pretty much just focusing right on the front. So you see like from the front how you can kind of see a little bit of that light, and then of course when I turn and it looks, you know, you see the rest of it. But I like from the front that you could just see a little bit. So that's how I achieve that. And then dust away the nose contour. I like to use my Sephora Precision Blush Brush. It's from their Pro collection. It looks like this. And just dust it away. I'm going to use that same Real Technique brush and just add a little bit of highlighter to the tip of my nose. This is completely optional. You don't have to do it. one spray to, or not one, probably like 5 sprays to the face with my Hangover 3-in-1 primer spray by Too Faced. And I just feel like it just like brings out that highlight even more. And yeah, that is it for the completed look. I hope you guys love. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.